now a budding pop star on the Canadian Music Week stage. This is a musical profile of Farid Khan.
My name is Farid Khan. I'm a singer-songwriter based out of Toronto. We were really young kids, driving around with the folks, and my dad was listening to some old school Kishore, and, we're talking some 40s and 50s Bollywood. So it really just mimicking those guys. When I was in high school, I was on the phone to a friend of mine, and I just started singing a song out of the blue, and she actually told me that, you actually have a good voice. You should just try something out. So I just went up, and there was this culture show about to happen in my high school, and my first song on stage was Pehla Nasha from the movie Jo Jeeta Wo Sikandar. And this is going back to like 1995, I think. So, that's where it all started. Falak was a very interesting story. All five of us were somehow connected through Pakistan. We're all originally from Pakistan, moved to Canada for different reasons. Some to study, some moved with their families. It was a mistake, really, initially, because Siddiq, our guitarist, our original guitarist in Falak, he was in Toronto just for a couple of days. He was studying in Cleveland at a college out there, and Shibal and him were friends from back in Pakistan. So Shibal had just invited him over to his place, and I just happened to be there. And he's like, so what do you think, man? You want to move to Toronto and just continue your schooling here and, play in a band? He's like, sure. We have always been very socially aware. Blood for Oil, for example, was one of the songs that, the title really speaks for itself. We also formed when Iraq was very freshly invaded by the forces that were led by the United States. So, at that point in time, the topics that we really wanted people to have some awareness of were this war in Iraq, the war in Afghanistan, just the freedom of people that was taken away by these actions by some of the countries. So a lot of our lyrics, a lot of our music had that frustration and had that call for people to rise. I really hope Shibal is listening to this, because he's really the guy to blame here, because he's the one who went out and got married. He's the one who went out and had a kid. So juggling those responsibilities is very tough, and I understand. I got a bit more serious about my stuff. So everyone really goes through their ups and downs, and for me, it's probably a blessing, wasn't it? I lost my job a couple of times. At the same time, I was also dating a girl, and that didn't work out a couple of years into the relationship, and we were pretty heavily involved. And, the true Bollywood story where the folks came in and didn't let it happen. And, I was heartbroken. So all of these different experiences were really the fuel that kept the fire burning for me and to write this music. I was talking to a couple of my friends back in Pakistan, and I was actually telling them that my debut single as a solo artist is going to be out this week, and and they're asking me, so does it sound like Metallica? Is it more of a Pantera feel? Is it growling and screaming? And I went quiet for a bit, and I was like, no, it's actually nothing of the sort. It's just my sound, and I sometimes just don't even know how to explain how amazing it feels. Just recently we saw, the emotions when, 14 gold medals at the Olympics. And the first one that was won, that'll obviously stand out, right? And, that's how I feel right now, that this is my gold medal, sort of to myself. That, finally done it. And, it's only onwards and upwards from here. जब से हम तुम्हें मिले जी उठा
Farid Khan was at Canadian Music Week just last night. He played as part of the Spotlight on India Showcase. Now, if you haven't had the chance to